We have how many people in? Like 15 people. Do we have questions, please? Please just ask. You can unmute yourself if you have question or use the chat box to ask your question. But ask question now, people might not be able to understand what is, do you know the difference between what we're arguing in the group today? What's the meeting? What's the meaning of hit and run? It's the same as one shot. Well, so back then, we used to actually call hit and run one shot. But it didn't make sense to us because one shot is just a mode. One shot is a mode between one shot and circle. You can be doing hit and run and also be on circle or one shot. So we decided that calling it one shot will confuse people. So we called it hit and run. So what is hit and run? Hit and run is, say for example, you have, let's just say maybe, for example, you have a capital of $2,000 is an example. You have a capital of $2,000 and you split your capital. You split your capital into four places, right? And you are dedicating 500 to one trade, 500 to one trade, 500 to one trade, 500 to one trade. When you want to enter each trade, your first buy is going to be 500. So one hit and run simply means you don't set margins when you are trading. You don't set margin calls. And remember that once you set margin calls and that coin starts to dip, it helps you make money downtrend. So that's what the robot is about, margin configuration, which is termed DCA, dollar cost average. Is termed that in the cryptocurrency space in general. But in Royalq, it is called the margin configuration. So when you use margins, you can make money downtrend, which the robot is going to be making sub sales for you. It's going to be buying your margins, and which when the coin goes down, it's going to be buying your margins, and when it's going up, it's going to be selling your margins. But hit and run, you don't use it. Meaning, if that coin drops, you have to wait. You won't be making profits downtrend. So that is basically what hit and run is. Hit and run is basically just risking it all. And it's called hit and run because if the market goes down, if the market decides to retrace, it's going to catch you. That's why it's kind of called hit and run. Is a very risky pattern to trade in. But the advantage is that if you use hit and run, and that coin pumps up, which obviously nobody controls the market. We cannot say the coin will pump up immediately or when the coin will pump up. But if the coin pumps and gets your take profit, of course you are going to be making more profit. So you cannot compare somebody that's their first buy is $20 and they are using their remaining capital to set margins. So if that first buy sells, you cannot compare it to somebody that their first buy is 500. If that coin pumps, you will definitely not make the same profits because your first buy is different. But what if the coin goes down? That means the person that is trading with hit and run will wait, no profit at all. And then the person that is trading with margins will be making sub sale. So yeah. I hope you understand what hit and run means.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Please don't trade with hit and run. Hit and run is not advisable. Please trade the margin call. Please trade with
risky. It is highly risky. I think trading with margin makes sense because it helps you hedge. If the market swings, against you, you're still protected and you're still earning something. So I
Yeah.
think that is a sensible way to go. So what
Yeah.
does TGS mean?
TGS is a strategy. It's called the top gainer strategy. That's what TGS is. It entails also market analysis. We have a video for that, but TGS, you are not using all your capital. You're going to be using like 45% of your capital as first buy, and then the remaining 55% is going to be for margins. That's what the TGS strategy is for. But it has its own video.
Let me say something.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, the TGS, that is the top gainer strategy. Okay, the TGS was introduced for strictly one shot. The strategy is just for traders, professional traders that knows how to read the candles. Top gainers coins, it means coins that are very volatile. If you go to your Royalq, there's how you can select to see top gainers coins that are doing well. So those coins must have pumped 30%, 40% above for them to be on top gainers list. So the TGS, the strategy means they are only focusing on those set of coins that have done well, that are doing well at the top. Now the strategy is going in, using 45% to go in. That is the strategy. Using 45% to go in, then reserving 55% for margin cost, so that if the coins did not give you the 1% for the TGS, because those coins they are coins that have pumped well. You understand? So they can easily give 1%. So that if peradventure they don't give you the 1% and they start retracing, you can the 55% of your profit, your 55% of your capital can also be used to set up margin calls for them. So it's different from hit and run. Hit and run, you must not use the top gainers coin. Hit and run is not related. So when someone was saying what is the difference between the two, it means that the person has not been attending Zoom or watching videos, because the two, they are not words and opposites. They are not in the same, how will I put it, maybe fruits. When you talk about fruits, you call orange, apple, pineapple, fruits. You cannot be calling orange and goat in the same place. So the difference is very clear. Hit and run means you are going in any coin. You are using all your capital to trade that coin. You are not concerned about if the coin goes down, if the coin retraces in value. You are not concerned about the coins retracing. You understand? Hit and run means you are going all out with your capital, putting all of them as your first buy amount. That is hit and run. You can use any coin for hit and run. Then the top gainers strategies means it involves two things. Number one, you are considering only the top gainer coins. Number two, you are using 45% to go in as your first buy, and you are reserving 55% for margin calls. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, George. I think that anybody who's doing hit and run is actually not taking advantage of the fact that they are trading with a robot. They might as well be trading manually then, because the whole point of using a robot to trade is to be able to take advantage of margin calls and the ability to sell, sub sub bin trades. So yes, absolutely correct. There's a stark difference between hit and run and TGS. But I still have a question on the TGS. I don't know if I'm correct, but the videos I've watched seem to suggest that after you have identified the top gainers in terms of the coins, you should also analyze the chart for that coin in question. And there are two conditions that should be true. One is that the price action should touch the middle line of the Bollinger Band, and the KDJ, the purple line of the KDJ, should be above the other two lines and facing up. But most times, that is not the case. So what is one to do when those two conditions are not present? Can one still enter that coin?
Okay, okay, let me take this one. I think the judge is not there. Okay, there's something I would like to say here. There are several indicators. We have several indicators. Do you understand? A lot of indicators. So that video is only talking about two indicators. Now, there are some people that don't even use indicators. They are very, very, very good at candles, pattern, basically reading charts. They don't even use indicators. So we have a coach that is in the Royalq community. He's the one that sends times. You see those signals that is with an image, those straightforward signals. He sends them. He hardly use indicators. He uses charts. He knows how to read charts a lot. So if the TGS, talks about indicators. Indicators are basically just aids, to aid your trade. But they're very good at looking at those signals that comes. You look at it and it doesn't, how will I put it? It doesn't go with, when you check the indicator, it doesn't meet it, then it's fine. I don't know if you are trying, I don't know if you are understanding what I'm saying. It's because there are several types of way you can trade. You can use indicators, you can read charts. Because I see your question. You say that you notice that it doesn't how will I put it doesn't go below the Bollinger Band and it delivers. Yes, because that signal is you see that signal is a professional trader that gives us that signal. So it's fine. If you do your own analysis, follow what the TGS video is showing you. If it works, the all indicators are met, go for it. But don't compare that with the signal that is being sent. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, there are people that don't use indicators, and there are several types of indicators, a lot. It's not even Bollinger Band. There's stochastic, there's RSI. It's a lot of there are lots of indicators that aid trading actually. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Are there videos you can point one to that educates on other indicators apart from the Bollinger Band and KDJ?
Yeah, we send them to the group. I will check because
Okay.
I think last week they did around two sections. They did around two sections. the professor that is sending out signal he hosts like Zoom meetings, technical Zoom classes that teaches all of this. So I would be sending them to the group. I'll be sending them to the group so we can watch and also learn.
Oh, much appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, I believe you are in our group.
Yes, I am. Just that my time zone is a bit different. So,
Yeah, that's fine. You can always save the video and you can watch it when
yeah,
you are free. But I know those videos have been sent to the group, but I will resend them.
thank you.
Secondly, are we to enter a trade when the coin is red? I believe that Leader George has explained we have a strategy called top gainer strategy. That one is for coins that have already pumped, but the normal thing in cryptocurrency trading actually is to buy low and sell high. So basically, you want to go for the reds and not the green. But again, the top gainer strategy goes for the green. There's another, someone said talk about margin call and floating loss. Okay, so floating loss is not real loss. Floating loss is just floating. That's why it's called floating. Is at the time the coin has reduced in value. So all you need to do is basically to wait. So there's floating loss, there's floating profit. You can have, if you are in a running trade, you can have floating profit. Floating profit is when that coin has pumped on your robot. It's going to be showing you the amount of profit that you will make, but until until it sells, that's when you have it. It's something that is floating. It has not been gotten. It's unrealized. You've not taken it. So it's floating. So there's floating profit and then there's floating loss. Floating loss is when it's basically just waiting time when that particular coin you are trading in has reduced in value. That's what is called floating loss. But in spot trading, until you sell that trade at a loss, that's where you would lose money. And floating profit is until that trade sells, that's where you will make that profit. Because you might be in floating profit of maybe plus $40 and you don't sell. For example, you are waiting for that trade, that coin to pump more. You don't sell, you don't take profits, right? And the coin drops. It's unrealized. You didn't take it. You didn't take it. So that's what floating profit and floating loss is. Talk about margin call. Margin call are basic points, different type of points that it's being bought when that coin is dropping in value. So for example, you have a capital of $100 and you use $15 as first buy, and then the remaining $85, you leave it, you use it to set margins. So you can say for your margin one, you want your robot to buy $10. So once that coin, it depends, once that coin goes down in value, it uses your spare USDT that you have kept aside, which is the $85, to be buying at cheaper prices. That's what margin calls are. It's going to be, the robot is going to be using that your spare USDT that you have reserved, is going to be using it to be buying at cheaper prices once that coin is going down. And once the coin is going up, it's going to be selling it and making you profit. So it's like, for example, me, I'm doing hit and run. I have let's say 20 naira. I want to start a bag of rice business. I'm person A. I'll carry all my 20 naira and then I go to the market and maybe a bag of rice is five naira. I buy 5 bags of rice. Immediately, I buy 4. Since I have 20 naira, I buy 4 bags of rice at once. That's what you call one hit and run. I buy 4 bags of rice at once, at a go. But you, on the other hand, because you know that anything can happen in the prices can go up, prices can go down. You want to use proper risk management. You go to the market, you have the same, you person B, you have the same 20 naira, and you first buy 1 bag of rice because you are using proper risk management. You're going to buy 1 bag of rice first. And then by the time you notice, a bag of rice is no longer 5 naira, it's now 4 naira. Me, I've used all my capital. I'm maxed out. I can no longer go to the market and buy my bag of rice for 4 naira and continue my business. It's either I put new money in. If I go and get new capital, then I can continue my business. I have to wait and remember that nobody's going to come and buy my bag of rice for 5 naira. Or okay, not even 5 naira, because I want to make profit. So let's say I want to sell at 6 naira. Nobody's going to come and buy my bag of rice for 6 naira because the current price for bag of rice is now 4 naira. I have to wait. And because I don't want to lose money, I don't want to sell my bag of rice at 4 naira, because if I sell my bag of rice at 4 naira, I'm going to lose the money. So I'll wait. Or I can go and get new capital. Once I get new capital, I continue my business. But you, person B, you know that, there is, prices can change anytime. So you bought 1 bag of rice for 5 naira and you realize that the next thing, bag of rice is now 4 naira. You go to the market again and buy at 4 naira. If it goes down to 3 naira, you still have money. You go and buy at 3 naira. If it drops down to 2 naira, you still have money. You go and buy at 2 naira. Now, once that one you bought for 2 naira, bag of rice is now maybe 3 naira. You sell that one you bought for 2 naira. You sell it for 3 naira and you make profit. If bag of rice increase to 4 naira, that one you bought for 3 naira, you sell it and make profit. While you are waiting for your first bag of rice, while you are waiting for the original price to get to $6, you are still making profits. Even though your first bag of rice that you bought at $5, you've not sold it, you are still making profit because you are buying at cheaper and reduced price. That's what margin call is. Good evening, my leader and friend. Please, the new signal time, I mean hours to be expecting it. Mostly, the new signal time is from, it comes a lot at night from 12 a.m. Comes around 12 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. That's when the new signal comes a lot. But in the daytime, few comes in the daytime, but when the signal are being actually sent a lot, you'll notice it in the group, you'll notice the time is always like AM. So take note of the time.
All right. Can we just revisit that floating profit explanation again? So I understand the concept of floating profit or loss. It's on paper loss or on paper profit. You only you realize the loss if you sell below cost, or you realize the profit if you sell above cost. But my question is, you have configured your settings to take profit on your first buy at, let's say, 2%.
Okay.
Now, the price action is going, you are seeing that, oh, unrealized profit is 1%, 1.1%, but it hasn't reached the 2%. The question now is, can you go and change your settings to say 1.5%, and then it will sell at 1.5? or 1.3%, and you will take the profit at 1.3?
You can always edit your settings in a running trade.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
if you notice that the coin hasn't got into your take profit and you cannot wait, you can change it. You can change your opposite ratio.
Okay.
You can manual sell. There's a button there that says sell.
Oh, right. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can manual
Leader Sherry. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Please, they should not use the manual say, especially those using iPhone, because someone complained to me yesterday that he saw his SLP on +5. That was when SLP pumped rapidly, which day. So the person who is using iPhone, he now click on that manual sell. Before you know, iPhone and Royalq was not delaying. That sell now happened on -5%, I mean -2%, but he made a loss. So I was telling him that you would have going to your trade settings and editing your whole position, your take profit ratio is better. So if you know that your take profit is 2%, but the coin has stayed long for on +1.8 profit and you cannot wait again, just go, instead of using the sell, go to your trade profit, set it 1.75, since the trade is already on 1.8, and the robot will lock the profit for you and sell it by itself, instead of you clicking that sell, because network can hook, or before the robot executes that sell, coins might, if it's a coin that is very, very volatile, it can come down and the robot will still sell it because you have already given it the manual order. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And always remember to save. When you are editing, anything you are doing, please save. A lot of people, once they edit, they don't save. If you don't save, you have actually not changed anything. So once you edit it, or anything you are trying to do, if you are adding margins, if you are editing, remember to confirm where you need to confirm and save where you need to save. It's very important.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Do we have any other question? How can one make floating profits? Is it by pausing the trade and increasing your take profits? You can make floating profits when the coin pumps. It's not by pausing the trade. It's not by increasing your take profits. Once the coin pumps, that's where you can have floating profits. Once the coin, it depends on the coin. So it's not about you pausing the trade. If you pause a trade, you are just telling the trade that, meaning if you set margins, you are telling the trade, don't buy my margins. You are telling the trade, don't sell, don't do anything, just be there. Don't do anything, but you are not pausing the movement of the cryptocurrency market too. If that coin is dipping, you are not pausing that movement that is happening in your Binance. If that coin is pumping up, going to, maybe you pause your trade and that coin has pumped up by 30%, the robot will not sell it because you have paused it. When you are saying don't do anything, when you pause your TV, you are telling your TV, stop. You're telling your TV not to do anything, just remain there. So when you pause a trade and the coin has pumped, the robot won't be able to take profit for you. And if you pause the trade and that coin pumps, it won't sell. If the coin goes down again, it's floating loss you will see. If the coin pumps, you'll be seeing floating profit, but the robot will not sell it because you have paused it. You said don't do anything to this particular trade, to this particular coin. If it drops, you see floating loss. So that is for post trade. Post trade is simply saying don't do anything, don't buy, don't sell, but you are not pausing the movement of that particular coin in your exchange. The coin will still move. The coin is still going to go up. The coin is still going to go down. The coin is still going to do sideways movement. Nothing is going to stop that coin from moving. I don't know if you mean that post strategy. That post strategy is a different strategy entirely. It doesn't give floating profits or floating loss. Do we have any questions, please? Do we have any other question? You can unmute yourself and ask your question, please. Do you have any other question? Okay, since we do not have any other question, people are not asking question now, but our DMs will be very full. It's always full. I mean, always full. I'm trying to see if I missed any question here. So no, I did not miss any question. One shot and circle is a mode. In one shot, you are telling the robots that after this trade gets to my whole position, take profit. Meaning, if this coin pumps to my whole position, take profits, sell and close it for me. Don't buy it. Don't buy that coin again. Sell it, close the trade for me. I will come and look at the market by myself and pick a coin that I like. Most likely pick a coin that is down, so I will make profits. But circle, yeah, it's never ending. No. When you put a trade on circle, it's never ending. Meaning, if that coin pumps, get to your whole position, take profit, which is your TP, it will sell, but it will not close the trade. It will continue, meaning after it sells your first buy, it's going to buy your first buy again. And then if that trade is going down, it's going to be buying your margins again. If the trade is going up, it's going to sell your first buy your first buy again. So yeah, it's a never-ending thing for circle. I don't advise people that have limited capital to trade on circle. I also don't advise new people to trade on circle because I feel like it makes you lazy. You won't know how to set trades. Once you set your trade once, that's it. But in the bull run proper, circle is very enjoyable because once the bull run proper starts, coins usually pumps, and you want to capture all the pump. Coins don't really drop as much. So yeah, but for me, or newbie, circle is a no-no. I don't care the amount of capital you have. Maybe you can do some trade circle and then do some one shot. I like to do one shot so that you know how to set trade. You cannot be in Royalq for like months and you don't know how to enter trade. You don't know how to set margins. That's because you have spoiled yourself in circle trade. As a beginner, we only wait for signal. How can we identify potential coin that we can trade? As a beginner, if you want to identify, is either you wait for signal 1, and as you are waiting for signal, you'll be learning the process, or you go and buy the coins that are very negative. You want to buy the red so that it turns to green. Don't want to buy the green so it turns to red. So as a beginner, and you want to pick signals by yourself, always look out for the reds, not the greens. For TGS, you need to top gainer strategy. You need to look out for things that might be technical for you as a newcomer. So as a newcomer, stick to what your upline gives you, stick to signals, or you stick to really red coins. Buy the dip, buy the reds, Do you have any other question? We'd like to round up today's Zoom section. Do you have any other question? I'd like to round up today's section. Please try as much as possible to attend Zoom meetings. I get it, there are sometimes it is beyond your control and you cannot come to Zoom, which is totally fine. Because you people make it look as if you must come to Zoom. No. Try to make sure that you are present. But of course, if there are times that you cannot make it, which is beyond your control, watch the recordings. It's not too much to ask. It's not too much to ask. Watch the recordings so that when you want to ask questions, it's easier. We meet you halfway. So like we'll now start explaining from the beginning what we have explained. It's good to ask questions. Always ask questions, please. But please, when you have not watched the video, it's not question you're asking. You are not asking question if you have not watched the video or you were not in the Zoom. You are not asking question. That's not question. So please, we encourage question because I'm sure you feel like these people don't like don't like us to be asking questions. That's not true. It's the people that don't come to Zoom and don't attend Zoom meetings that is stressful for when that happens. If you come to Zoom and you watch the videos, you know at least like 60% of what has been said. And then the question can then fill up for the 40. Even if it's 50, it's fine. Even if it's 40, you understood, it's fine. Your question can then fill up for the remaining percent. But expecting us to fill up the whole 100% when we have done that in the Zoom, it's no longer question. So thank you so much for attending. And please try as much as, let's come early, please. If we come early, we'll close early. And we won't keep other people waiting. It's not nice when other people join early and we now start waiting for the rest to come in. Time is money. So let us make use of our time very well. Our Zoom days and our time is 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. It's 8:30 p.m. on the dot. And lots of times I start before 8:30 so that we can join in, get settled, and start early. But we still come late. I know we like to do African time, but the Zoom is 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time, 8:30 p.m. on the dot. Thank you so much for attending our Zoom. If you are new here, you do not have an activated robot, please get back to the person that invited you. If you are an old member, please get the knowledge. If you are in floating loss, this is the right time to actually get the knowledge. It's not when you now come out from floating loss. Now everybody's, because the bull season is intense. Before me, I will answer anybody. I will expect that I want to make a lot of money from the bull season. I want one side, but you see that attention that is being given now, it is going to be different. Because me too, I want to make money. Me too, I have my own robot to attend to. So when you are making profits, it's when you are in floating loss that you should be getting a lot of knowledge. That's where you need that knowledge. You're not even trading at the time, so you need the knowledge. So when you come out from floating loss, you know what to do and you know how to handle your robots. So on our YouTube channel, there are lots of topics, a lot of videos. Please watch them. If you are new, it will help you a lot to actually watch those videos. I remember then I used to watch like one videos a day. I'll talk about my story later. So yeah, boss, there's another thing I want to say. When you post profits, some person will just come to your DM. Yeah, so it's normal. You take it like that. There's nothing we can do. People too like better thing. You can't stop it. People like good things now. If you post good profits, they will DM you too. They will DM you now. They want to know what you are doing differently. So tell them, I come to Zoom, I watch videos. we cannot stop that. There's nothing we can do about that. Do you understand? It's admirable when they see that you are making profits. I wish there's something we can do, but you can't stop that. They will still DM you. If you like, tell them, don't DM people. They will DM you, they will ask you what's your capital. I tell them a lot that start with what you have. I did not just have this. When I started, I did not just have this capital. I started from somewhere and I grew my capital, through compounding, team building, adding my own, personal money at intervals. I grew my own capital. So there's nothing you can do about that. Or there's nothing we can do about that. So when they enter your DMs, give them motivation. They need it. Please, ma. Hello, ma, please. I have downloaded over 20 USDT exchange for myself. I don't think I understand exchange, but none corresponds with Binance. Please, ma. Hello, ma. Please, I have downloaded over 20 USDT exchange for my ref. Oh, hey, you are still. Oh my goodness. Hey, these are our Royalq members, eh? With this ref. Oh, just DM me. Let's not even talk about this ref. Ref that they are delisted since. You are still looking for where to put your ref, where to transfer your ref. Hey, voila. Which exchange have ref? I think Bybit. DM me. Oh, just DM me. This matter is not here at all. Ref. That we are forgotten about. God, I beg you. All right, just DM me. I will find an exchange that has ref and I will send it. I don't even know who you are. Just DM me. Once you DM me, we are going to look for an exchange that have ref together so that you can send it there. But I'm sure you will see an exchange that have ref, definitely. All right, good night, everybody, and have a good week. Enjoy your week. If you have limited capital, there's a way for you to source for money in the Royalq. If you don't have personal cash to put, do team building. Build your team. Build your team. Build your team, please. If you like, even if you have personal cash, like a lot of us, still do team building. Trading is active income. Team building is passive income. Trade, you need to be actively trading to make money. Me now, if I'm how will I put it? If I'm not with my phone, let's just say I'm ill, I cannot press my phone, I'll still make profits from my rewards, from my team, because people are in my team are making profit, so I must make profits. There is no day, even if it's $1, $2, I must make profits. Leader George, he must make profits, even if he doesn't trade, even if he doesn't have time to trade. So that's what is called passive income. And a lot of work that he has done since 2021 is getting the benefits now. Because somebody introduced in 2021, if that person activates somebody, Leader George will get $20. Leader George did not bring that person, no. Leader George did not activate me. Leader George is not my upline. But Leader George still benefits from my trade team now and still benefit from everybody that I introduced to Royalq. Anybody I introduced to Royalq, that George will get $10, $20. I'm the one doing the talking, no. That George is doing the doing the chilling. So, and me, I joined Royalq in 2021. So you see that team building is passive income. Passive income is when you are sleeping, you are still generating profit. we are not actively doing anything, but yet you are earning money. That is really nice. Trading is sweet though, but you see this passive income, team building. You can just, the judge can just sit down now and you will just see $20 in his as reward. If he doesn't know where it came from at all, he doesn't know if it's me, doesn't know if it's you. As long as somebody enters this team, he's going to see rewards. That is passive income. So please, make sure you're using your robot. Use it very well. You paid 120. Milk it, squeeze the life. See that extra shop inside your robot. Use it. You have another shop. It's not only trading. Trading has to do with your capital, and the money is inside your Binance. That's what trading is about. That's the primary goal of Royalq trading. But you see, team building. Stop running away from it. You are referring every day. Thanks so much. And good night, everybody. We'll see you on Thursday. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Bye.